Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday. Today, I do want to talk a little bit about Voyager Digital and the auction for Voyager Digital. September 13th, last week, is when the auction bids started. All bids need to come to the court. And the bid auction hearing is going to be at the end of this month, September 29th. Before, it was reported that there were 88 interested parties. Of the 88 interested parties, about half actually signed intents and NDAs. Of that half, around 22 showed actual interest. And then it was quoted to say a handful of those 22 showed intent to buy. In the front running was FTX that made a lowball offer earlier in August. It was denied. And then the attorney for Voyager said, hey, this is the lowest offer that we have. And he quoted, not me, this is the Voyager attorney, said it was like 35 cents on the dollar. He said that was the lowest offer that they have. And Binance was also in the vying to purchase Voyager, but Binance actually said that the problem with them purchasing it is xenophobia, that people had an issue that it was Binance and CZ who was born in China. So I'm going to read you a couple of articles and then we're going to get into it. And it turns out that FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, is raising capital. Now, when he was raising capital, it's a separate article. It doesn't say he's raising capital for Voyager. It just says he's raising capital for a acquisition. What exactly does that mean? I don't know. You can put a couple of things together. I don't know if it's going to be Voyager or not at the end, but I do know for a fact that Sam Bankman-Fried has been spending a lot of money in crypto. He actually bought 30% of Skybridge Capital that's run by Anthony Scaramucci, is because I follow Algorand, and Skybridge Capital invested $250 million into the Algorand ecosystem. But that's neither here or there, and a completely different topic. If you guys want to learn about it, definitely subscribe to this channel, as this is not a Voyager and Celsius channel. This is a crypto channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the articles, and we're going to try to make some sense of everything. The first article that I want to read you is about Binance. And it says, Binance attempt to buy Voyager Digital's asset complicated by national security concerns. By who? Sources. Again, take everything with a grain of salt, guys. A Binance spokesman said xenophobia is underlining talk of a possible review by a key government panel that examines foreign takeovers. Before I get any further, just remember, CZ is a Canadian citizen. He was born in China, but he grew up in Canada. CZ is a billionaire. Binance is a multi-billion-dollar company. CZ keeps trying to clean his name, so to speak. Not that it's a dirty name, but he keeps trying to get into more mainstream, if that makes sense. How? He's buying magazines like Forbes magazine, for example. He has a huge interest in Forbes magazine. I think it's a controlling share, actually. And a lot of people don't know that behind the scenes, he's buying up a lot of things and investing in a lot of infrastructure to make it more legit. Because let's be honest, there is a lot of hate from foreign investors. There is a lot of hate from foreign billionaires. There is a lot of hate from anything foreign, right? And although CZ is a Canadian citizen, I'm sure he gets a lot of hate that he's Chinese. Binance's attempt to purchase crypto lender Voyager Digital assets through a bankruptcy auction this week has been complicated by concerns the US government would reject the transaction, according to people familiar with the matter, which means they're concerned, but that also means that he could still be putting in the offer. And I honestly think it's going to be between Binance and FTX at the end of the day. Purchase of a company with U.S. operations by overseas entities are reviewed by the Committee of Foreign Investment in the United States, which blocks deals it worries pose a national security. And I quote, Binance has made investments into countless American companies, both directly through Binance Labs. Patrick Hillman, the company's chief communications officer, said Friday, Binance has never been the subject of an inquiry, officially or unofficially, by CFIUS. He added, Binance is a Canadian company owned wholly by a Canadian citizen. The xenophobia underlining the very nature of us receiving a question about CFIUS's concerns is almost as shocking as the violation of confidentiality represented by information leaking from the bankruptcy auction. So I honestly think that Binance and CZ is very much in this game. What's going to happen? I don't know. But that's the first article. Now let me read you another article also by sources that puts FTX against Wave Financial. FTX is in the lead to buy crypto lender Voyager Digital assets out of bankruptcy. And again, Sources. That's so funny. An auction was held this week through bankruptcy court for Voyager's assets. At the final stage, it was a battle between billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX exchange and Wave Financial, a digital asset investment firm. FTX's bid was higher, the person added. It's unclear how much FTX agreed to pay. FTX didn't immediately respond to the request. A Wave representative declined to comment. Nobody really knows what's going to end up happening. Now, CoinDesk did report on August 25th, this is what I was talking about, that FTX and Binance were in the hunt to acquire Voyager, and FTX made an offer for Voyager that was rejected as a low-ball offer. Now, this is an article that came out one day after the auction started. It says, crypto giant FTX eyes raising money to fund acquisitions. Again, sources. Sam Bankman-Fried's exchange is raising capital as it considers a retail-focused deal, a person familiar with the matter said. Who or what they're raising capital for, nobody really knows. It can be Voyager or it could be a number of any other investment. Heck, it could even be freaking Coinbase. You don't know who they're going to be spending money on or what they're going to be spending money on. They're just raising capital. As I said, they just bought a 30% share of Skybridge Capital. Shout out to Antti Scaramucci. FTX is evaluating several possible takeover candidates, some of which are companies operating retail trading platforms, the person said. Negotiations are in preliminary stages. If acquisition talks fall through, it's less likely FTX will raise money, according to the person. And then they said that the FTX valuation that they're seeking is still 32 billion. 32 billion is the valuation that they had at the peak of cryptocurrency. And right now, cryptocurrency is actually down 70%. So they're going to be hard pressed to get that valuation. A spokesperson for FTX declined to comment. FTX US President Brett Harrison had previously said the exchange was on the lookout for potential acquisitions. At the end of the day, we know that they're trying to acquire as much as possible. I actually listened to a few interviews with Sam Bankman-Fried. The guy is a little weird, like Vitaly Buterin, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, the guy is like a little really, really smart, doesn't really spend much money. Guy is a billionaire, and how he started acquiring his billionaire, he only bought his first Bitcoin like 5 years ago, and he amassed a freaking fortune in cryptocurrency. He believes that he's doing real good in the world, and he needs to spend his money to do as much good as possible. And cryptocurrency is the good that he's trying to do. That's how he believes. That's his ideology. You don't have to agree. You don't have to disagree. I'm just letting you know how it is. FTX co-founder and CEO Sam Bankman-Fried already has a tie to retail trading, personally purchasing a 7.6 stake in Robinhood. Besides for Robinhood, he also owns a lot of shares in a lot of different other companies. For example, he owns shares of Voyager. He owns shares of Alameda Capital, which is his trading firm. He owns part of Skybridge Capital, and he owns like a bunch of other ones that we don't even know about, right? The guy is trying to spend bank for acquisitions during this crypto winter, during this crypto downturn. If this is good or bad, this I don't know. Guys, so this is the information that I have to you. Binance possible, FTX possible, Wave Financial just came to light. Seems like they're getting outbid as per sources, but we don't know what the heck is going to happen. We're going to know September 29th, which is going to be the next hearing. I am going to try to get it live. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm always running around doing a million different other things. Guys, thank you so much. Please give me the likes. Please give me the shares. Please give me the subscribe. And hopefully there's going to be some end to the madness that we know as Voyager. Hopefully there's going to be a nice settlement for people. Hopefully there's going to be some way of you guys recovering your funds. And hopefully there's going to be some way of you guys, trusting the platforms, trusting central finance, the sexes, and keep investing. Or maybe you guys are going to be like, yo, forget sexes. Let's only go DEXs, right? Decentralized finance instead of central finance. An exchange is central finance. That is not your keys, not your crypto, where you don't control your crypto. And this is very evident with what's happening right now between Voyager, Celsius, and like another half a dozen different exchanges that are just betting you on your money. And now you got to go through all of these proceedings. On the other hand, DEXs, decentralized finance, and DeFi wallets, you control your crypto. But if you lose your wallet, if you lose your keys, if you are hacked, things like that, nobody's there for you to do a bankruptcy proceeding. So both of them have their own risks. Thank you so much. Give me the likes, the shares, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. The Berg is out.